be
Our
other
teams
things
of
that other
creatives
than
and
the cat.
studios and designers,
I think you
they
could be a
have
lizard
stories
too.
to tell and things they want to show you and places they'd like to take you. That's what we're trying to do here at PlayStation.
There you go.
This coming year is going to be all about
Just needed to
those
update the
kind of
stream key.
games that we can deliver to you in a way that's going to blow your minds.
Okay.
And tonight, we're beginning
This
here
Last of Us.
in this tent.
Sorry about the delay, everybody.
Created here,
YouTube's been weird.
to let
I'm
you
MGM.
start that journey with us and let us tell you our stories
Probably
for
remember
the
me
next
from
hour
other
or so.
the streams if I.
So,
letting
without
in-
further ado, it is my great honor
Whatever.
and my unique
He
privilege
does not look like a
to
video game
invite to the
person.
stage, introduce to you
He's not. He's a
Gustavo
man playing a banjo.
Santorea.
There's like two things that could me.
Man playing a banjo.
Yes. Days Gone, Last of Us 2, or it's just a random man playing a banjo for ambience.
What's that SNES game with the box art? It's just a dude playing a banjo with a spaceship flying in the background?
I have no idea.
Like Phalanx or something like that?
I have no idea.
Phalanx remake.
Oh.
I'll tell you one thing that's kind of scary when you think about it.
I like how I heard in the background, "Play Freebird!"
Ah.
Oh yeah, Last of Us 2.
It has to be, because this is the same type of music that plays when, like, anything sad happens.
Yeah, there's no way it's not Last of Us
Plus,
2.
you know, zombie apocalypses just seem to love banjos.
I mean, fuck, if I was in an apocalypse, I'd play banjo all the time.
I mean, yeah.
I'd play the harmonica, because no one else would.
I have a harmonica.
I used to have
so
one, I don't know what happened to it.
You convinced me, Yuri. When the apocalypse happens, we're gonna meet up together just so we can play banjo and harmonica.
I'll
Just
play
the
the
entire time,
songs.
all throughout the apocalypse.
So Kyle will show up and play the electric triangle.
There you go. But he won't have it wired properly, and he'll hit it and get shocked every time.
Or he'll just have a leather strap.
That could work.
So why are they in a church?
That's a
mean-
good question. They aren't where they usually are, so I really have no idea.
Apparently, Sony considers themselves God now.
Sony lost the budget. They couldn't afford a big fancy place anymore.
Sony's like, what are you talking about? We definitely have room for Jesus.
Yeah, we just had to make sure that we could get everything all situated for, you know, VR reception. Yeah, oh god, we lost a lot of money last year.
Wait, why and how?
No, I'm just poking fun at the fact it's just like Sony's kind of like
In a rut?
they've said that they've just went on record saying like PS4s have like sales have peaked, and at this point it's just like they're just going to slowly decline.
Of course they have. It's gotten long enough now to where they're just going to do nothing but, or people are just going to do nothing but buy used ones.
Or
So
Switch.
Yeah.
Or is it not Last of Us?
Just let it ride, man. Just
It's
let it
said Naughty
ride.
Dog, but there's people.
Just
Oh,
let it
there's Ellie,
ride.
never mind.
Just let the banjo soothe your soul.
There's my favorite angry lesbian.
Where's Old Man Joel?
I love how the guy looks like he's having an orgasm when he plays. It's great.
I'm surprised I don't see anybody like raising a lighter in the audience and just like moving it back and forth.
I'm surprised no one's hit one of the light bulbs and broken it yet. I'm that uncoordinated where I'd be doing that.
Sony Interactive Entertainment presents
Yes, bitch, yes.
a Universal Studios production.
Remember when Warner Bros. Used to make good games?
So do you think Joel died?
They made games?
Yeah.
I'm joking.
In any case,
Like the joke is that they all
This is why they did the church thing.
because this is also in a church.
you gotta get your hoedown on during the apocalypse.
I mean, yeah, we're back
She
to
looks
fucking.
a lot like her mom.
We're back to like what's it? Colonial times? Not colonial. What's like? What's like?
So are they
before
just
the-
in that Are they in that base from like the end of the game?
Your old
No.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Cause it's just like it's like the last thing that they were.
She's being a lesbian. Anyway.
Like the last thing they were gonna do was like Joel and Ellie were going to like Joel's brother's like retreat thing.
Yeah, that's where they last left off. But I'm assuming something happened, or at least maybe this is just like an advancement further on.
But not quite the show.
They could have constructed. I mean, she's super older than what she used to be.
Yeah, and I assume it is that because like there's lights and stuff, which is like.
Oh yeah, because hydroelectric power.
Most places didn't have light.
She
The only reason they still had light at like Joel's brother's place because of the whole like the plant, the water plant.
Yeah.
Hey! What took you so long? Oh, I'm here, aren't I?
Tina?
Jesse.
Yeah, we leave it first.
Get
Get some rest.
To get fucked, you heterosexual cunt!
Such a dick. Come on.
No, none of the wang for me.
Okay, I have a very serious question for you.
You white cis male!
How bad do I smell?
Okay, that's a quote to tell someone you're dating.
Like a hot pile of garbage? Oh. Okay. Oh.
Lyndon said that he'd play the tambourine.
My green tambourine.
And fade to black. And she's dying. Okay.
What is it, like a
So
heart?
I'm not gonna lie, like I've noticed a lot recently with more modern games as they've developed like character designs. They've started to look a little bit more like, I don't know how to put it, like it looks good for a game, but they started to look more masculine, I think, more than anything. Like it's hard, I haven't seen like at least in the more like hyper realistic games,
Just a girl.
I haven't seen like a very feminine looking character yet. Have you noticed that in the face?
Eh.
Yeah, I could see that on Ellie.
I think they should.
I don't know if that has something to do with the
Now-
thickness maybe that they're doing with the rig or whatever, but like
I don't know. Oh, good. Someone's hanging again. Was Lara Croft around?
I can't wait for somebody on Tumblr to go, oh my god, they're pushing their SJW agenda down our throats. I hate you, Naughty Dog.
I got nothing.
this makes
So
me
now
wonder
that-
if they're gonna add more characters from behind the scenes. Because I'll tell you what's interesting. I think it would be interesting to see a one trans in the game and like how they would cope with the world.
I think it'd be interesting to see, like, society that isn't a bunch of cannibals, rapists, or just terrible people.
Well, I
Because
mean,
that's literally all you
inevitable.
saw in Last of Us that wasn't, like, Joel's brother.
I mean, that's the apocalypse for you.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
that's
it's
the
like,
inevitability.
not everybody's gonna, not every person when the apocalypse starts gonna go, well, it's time for the rapings. Like that's not the first thing that comes to, like, I don't
Well,
know.
yeah. First thing will happen will be like, oh, I need food, shit, and then they get shot in the head.
I need food.
So now that this is just quiet gameplay right now, does anyone else think Lara Croft has gone kind of crazy?
Yeah.
You mean she hasn't before?
I meant like actually crazy. She's hanging people now from trees.
Yeah, that sounds about right for the delicate flower known as Lara Croft that would never hurt a fly.
I'm not gonna lie. I think from the first game when she slid down that gigantic bloody meat tunnel, that she kind of he broke into psychosis like around that time.
Wait, what?
So in the first game, like the first modern game,
Like the first remake?
yeah, when you remember when she was going through that cave space and she fell down and there was like blood and like meat chunks everywhere from like the
Did the
ogre
rebar
people or whatever.
or no?
Yeah.
Why did you bother hanging the guy, dude, if you're gonna just to disembowel him?
Are you talking about Lara Croft or talking about the guy that just died?
I'm talking about the footage that's on screen currently.
Okay, yeah, I'm way ahead of you.
Where were you watching?
Twitch.
Yeah, that explains it. I'm on YouTube.
Yeah, sorry if I accidentally spoil anything, I guess.
How do you spoil a live stream?
Well, apparently, from whatever, I meant
My
I
live
am
stream is
I
faster
am
than
like,
your live stream.
Oh man, I hate the fact that you
like,
spoiled the fact that there's somebody who died in a Last of Us game.
Agnos, Jesus Christ, she fucking embedded that hammer in that man's cheek.
Huh?
Anyways, I am at least a minute ahead of you, so...
A minute? Christ.
Yeah.
This is so much better. I hated the arc system in the first game.
Yeah, the lynching was like a minute ago for me. Anyway.
YouTube's caught up. It's not like I can press the live button.
Yeah, fair enough. So, yeah, she
Press the
probably went
YouTube
crazy.
Live faster button.
Mm-hmm.
Also, she's like full on wearing jungle camo now, so she's gone like
Super low
Rambo.
latency.
She's gone like Rambo crazy.
Are we still talking about Laura or Ellie?
Laura.
He's talking about Lois stuff.
Oh.
Because she's got like the whole messy hair thing covered in mud. Also,
I mean, like just
people-
the title "Shadow of the Tomb Raider." It's like it almost sounds like Laura's now the villain.
Yeah.
It's almost like the tomb.
Again.
It's like the Tomb Raider is now this like this cataclysm that's like wafting over a legion.
I mean, they're not wrong. And she's
Laura Croft causes Ragnarok.
And like I said, she is literally hanging people now via bow and arrow, and that is not something you do casually. Like at most, you just shoot them in the face.
Okay,
Throw the
game.
dog.
No, people clearly saw her backpack poking out of the grass.
Yeah, it's kind of obvious.
Wolf, she came through here. Damn it. Double back.
Oh, jeez.
Go.
I can just imagine it now. She's like, I'm a sneaky ninja. We can totally see you, you know that?
Also,
I like that they blend. I like that they blend the forest and the city together.
I mean, they did that in some part. In some.
I know, but it's like more pronounced now. Me being a minute into the future, she's now hiding inside a jewelry store, overgrown with fucking lime.
Well, I guess that's probably due to the fact that like most of the time when you are in the city, you're on a horse or a car,
Yeah, now you're.
or
just,
you're
like,
going through buildings. You never really had that big of a chance to go through the city streets.
Yeah, now you're going through stores and crap in this one. So.
I hope to see more wild animals because it was like while the shot with just the giraffe just like roaming free was like cool and all. You know for a fact that has to happen with more things.
I
Like-
want to see Ellie tame a giraffe and turn it into a battle giraffe.
Like there is definitely more. Like there would definitely be like monkeys climbing through trees and jumping off of the architecture left behind.
So full on Jumanji is what you're saying.
Probably not to that extent because Jumanji's kind of stupid, but like I would think there would be
I
like
mean, yeah, I doubt there'd be face-sized mosquitoes.
I would think there'd be like more than one animal in the entirety
Oh my God,
of the planet.
That man exploded to Gibbs.
Oh, giblets.
Yeah, that man was a fine red chunky mist.
Good.
So they really upped the gore system. Oh good,
Oh, men are good when they're chunky mist.
oh good, that guy has a fucking maul.
I can't like. I don't know how I feel about the fact that it's like we have not
Oh, that's
seen
what I
one
heard.
zombie. I'm sorry, clicker.
Well, I mean the guy in the
Yeah,
beginning.
but I mean, in all honesty, like,
The guy
they're-
right after the transition though.
the zombies were barely more prevalent in the first game than they were.
Yes, they were.
Barely.
Like
Oh,
80% of the game was you trying to like sneak through stuff, like the spores and all that sort of stuff.
Oh,
Like the
God.
giant malformed things that if they touched you, they immediately like clawed your head off. Like then there was like the ones
Yeah,
that you
that's
couldn't
right.
even like melee. You had to sneak up on them or you had to shoot them. It's like yes, there were like the raiders and there was that time where there was like people in an armored car with like a machine
And
gun.
back today.
But I think it is clickers, but I feel like that's just one like form of them. I don't even
Clickers are
remember.
the
I don't
ones
even
that
remember
are
what like
one-hit
the
kills.
zombies in this are. I just know that
Yeah.
the thing they're suffering from is cordyceps.
Yeah, clickers are the one-hit killers. The runners are the ones who run after you.
I felt like there was like a better name for it, but okay.
There's a bloater that is the big dude.
Yeah,
that, like,
bloaters the
fires
guys that
big
just
guns
like
at
tear your face off.
All right, the trader's done with. Where are you guys now?
Ellie just decapitated, dude.
Okay,
Not
now I
about to
think,
be
I
there.
think you're catching up now. Alright, was she in the jewelry store?
I guess this is a jewelry store.
Sort of, yeah.
It's more like a murder store.
Ha ha ha.
And now they're back to kissing.
Yes.
See, I told you. He should be terrified.
Wow, an intermission already, and it's only been 15 minutes.
Where did Ellie find the time to get a girlfriend in The Last of Us? What happened between part 1 and 2 to the point where Ellie found a girlfriend?
Well, it's been a few years.
Maybe they had like a relative peace once they got back.
Oh, so part 2. So what? How many other parts is Naughty Dog planning on making?
Well, it was one of their most
74.
popular.
74 parts.
Hell yeah.
Last of Us 2099.
It's gonna last even longer than Final Fantasy.
It's gonna last even longer than the apocalypse. Because after the apocalypse, Ellie's still alive and she becomes a businesswoman. Totally legit
That
facts.
was a new look at The Last of Us Part 2. We're here live in Los Angeles at the PlayStation E3 showcase. We're taking a quick intermission while folks move along to the next part of the experience. We'll have a little bit more to share on that later. And I am joined by my good friend, Ryan Clements.
Hello, Mr. Schumann.
That's an
I'm
odd, like...
good. It's such a pleasure to be here at the PlayStation Showcase.
This is an odd way of doing it.
It's going to be a huge night for worldwide
What, the
studios a little
intermission?
later when
Yeah,
showcase
'cause it's just like...
resumes. And
It's
what
only
better
been 15
guests to
minutes,
have
yeah.
for
20
joining
minutes.
us at
It's
Worldwide
not even that
Studios.
factor to it.
Chairman
It's
of
just the
Worldwide
fact that
Studios,
like
Mr. Sean Layden.
the only intermissions that we had were just like somebody went out to talk about Sony for a second, and then they talked about, and then like it went back to trailers.
And then this is just a full-on interview in the middle of it.
Yeah,
so-
this is just like if like fucking the people from X Play just started walking around the scene and then talking to people again.
I loved that.
Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
I wish someone would bring X-Play back.
I wish G4 didn't like go defunct.
Yeah.
Yeah, I missed that show.
Apparently Comcast still owns it.
What can do in the next iteration
Really?
of the Last of Us series.
Are they
Yep.
doing anything with it?
I mean, that piece of,
Hell no.
Yeah, that's what I
content was-
thought.
was so
I'd be more than
impactful.
willing to buy it off
I mean,
them
the
if I
whole
had money.
relationship between Ellie and Dina going into the combat
I'd be
sequence
like,
really
hey, I
shows
want to
that,
buy your
they're
thing that
pulling
you
all the
fucking
stops
hate and want to get
over
rid
Naughty
of.
Dog, and they're gonna have
Sure,
a very
$3
broad and
million.
ranging game that's not gonna make you only
Ah,
only
fuck
work at it as a
yourself.
player, but you're gonna have to just think as a person.
I'll make
with
my
what
own
way you're
thing.
going.
I don't want
then
Code
actually
Monkeys
More
back
of
that
first
bad.
gameplay we saw there of The Last of Us Part 2, looking obviously incredible. And speaking of incredible, I mean, Worldwide Studios
I want
lately,
it.
I mean, it's just been unbelievable.
Now they're talking about God of
Horizon,
War,
we had God
Fun
of
which I
War,
have
needs no
in my
introduction.
PS4 right
And
now,
Detroit
and
Become
I've
Human, I mean, what is
beaten
the
the troll.
secret, and
It's
what
fun
are you
so
doing
far.
over
I'm
there
on
at
hard
Worldwide
mode
Studios?
though,
What's
and
going
it's a
on there?
bitch to fight.
Which one?
Rule number one is do no harm.
The fourth one, the new one,
Right.
No, I
In a lot of
mean,
ways,
which
my job is
troll?
To move the boulders out of the road.
the first one.
To make
Okay.
sure that creative talent can get where they need to go.
And then
you
I'm
know, provide backup,
fighting
provide scope,
the stranger,
provide
quote unquote, right now,
generalized, you know,
and the
advice
motherfucker
about where we can take
somehow
this
has
as
super
an
speed and kung
industry
fu
and
despite
as
being a
and
Norse god.
as a gaming culture. But honestly, we've got 13 studios worldwide.
Yep.
This is not the, like the like
You're gonna win by punching him in the face a lot.
like I'm from what I'm perceiving. Super Best Friends are about like about almost halfway through the game at this point, so it's like
Damn it!
Yeah.
you have like things get more stupid, so
Yeah.
Good stupid or bad stupid?
a little
stupid
bit of
crazy.
both, honestly.
It's a matter of perspective.
Or is it stupid crazy? Because currently,
Like there's silly stuff
these
and
fuckers-
there's
these
silly
fuckers
stuff,
are
and then there's
fighting
also
each
just
other
like
to
there's
shadow you.
legitimately dumb things that are going on that don't make any sense.
Like, you're gonna find a lot of the same monster.
Feedback
Like,
from
a
fans
lot.
in the community, and we listen to that. And God knows
what's
my
your name
Twitter feed
again?
is filled up with all the stuff that we can talk
Ricochet?
about here or not talk about at all.
Yes.
But it's all important. We take it all.
I play
all seriously,
Yakuza.
And New Game Plus is something that
Stupid
came through
shit
really
is my
strong and really
jam.
hard through that kind of feedback loop. And I'm
Right
happy to say today that the
alongside
teams are working
the
on it.
regular
We should have some
series
more
shit.
updates on that. We'll put that through the blog.
Okay,
So
but
that's-
like
That's my fucking
Definitely.
peanut butter here, man.
okay, but like silly and stuff. I mean like there's some silly things that like they take nod to.
God knows kung fu. I think I know what I'm going in for.
No, but I mean like there's silly things that happen whenever Kratos' past gets brought up, and like Kratos isn't ready to tell anybody about it yet. Those are pretty much the extent of the silly scenes, and a lot of the dumb stuff that ends up happening is like, oh hey, the kid found out that he's a god. oh, now after like 10 seconds of him being like okay with it, he's now just like this cocky piece of shit that's like beating up the NPCs that you were just helping.
I mean, if you're fucking if you were just told you were a god, what would you do?
Not be a piece of shit.
Not like try and like.
I mean, you're also not a small child, so I got nothing.
Yeah, but like I would believe it more if it was like on a like an escalation sort of thing. But it literally like the scene that happens is just like Kratos tells his son, he's like, you don't seem like phased by that. It's just like, well, I always thought that it was weird how you were able to do all that sort of things that no really human could do. Did mom? It's like, did mom know? It's like, yes, she knew. It's like, was mom a god? It's like, no, she was mortal. I'm the only god. I'm the god, and you're the god, and we're the only ones left over. It's like, wow.
For Greek gods,
it was like, well, I guess we should have a good impression then. It's like, yeah. It's like, do we know what my power is? It's like, no, not really. It's like, can I turn into an animal? What?
Treat people like shit consistently? Yep, you sure can, son.
It's just, no, Chris legitimately just like turns back to look and was like, what? It's like an animal, you know? Like transformation? It's like, I'm sure you do not have that.
I think that's a Norse god thing, not really a regular god thing.
And then it's just like, okay. It's like, well, I guess we'll just find out what I can do at some point in time. And then literally the next scene where it gets brought up, he changed, like it's almost like he's an entirely different character in like a second, and it's jarring.
Okay, good to know. Oh, that was COD that bullet was following, okay.
Oh yeah, it's Battle Royale.
Oh, fuck. For a second, I thought it was like Sniper Warrior for a second. I was just like, am I about to shoot Hitler in the testicle again?
Shoot Hitler in the testicle in a jungle setting? Hitler's like, why am I here? You get shot, bitch!
I would have thought it was just like hiding in the jungle, and then it's just like it shoots through, and then it's just like there's just this like palace throughout the forest, and like Hitler's just like walking by, then just immediately gets shot. Makes more sense than this bullet just going through every single like Black Ops 1 arena.
I was gonna say, hopefully that's not how the guns work in the actual game. Everyone's gonna be pissed.
They already swap out what the sniper rifles do every game, so it's like I wouldn't be shocked honestly if it's just like we could pierce through buildings now.
In this game, you can pierce through every object in game.
Also, something weird's going on here. People were expecting Kingdom Hearts at Sony and COD at Microsoft, and yet it's reversed.
I mean, maybe they just decided to split it over. Or they might come up with more later on.
What do you think's going on in the church right now?
I don't know.
Obviously Banjo Man is rocking the house.
That's pretty awesome.
Are we just?
Can we go back to the Banjo Man?
Are we just on a commercial break now?
I just like this is weird.
We're on commercial break from Banjo Man.
By the way, this is Tetris.
Oh yeah, this is that $60 Tetris game they're gonna sell you.
Tetris Effect.
Yeah.
And there's this.
Yeah, it's very nice. This is why I love E3,
wolves
because
look
not only
weird.
do we get to share awesome news with our audience, but PlayStation Plus subscribers get a little tasty treat.
Little mid E3.
That's wonderful.
Whenever, for some reason, whenever I think of puzzle music now, I just think of Satan's theme from Puyo Puyo.
Really cool announcements last week when we did our countdown, kind of ramping up.
Why would they cut the commercial in the middle of their E3 thing?
Because like he said that Sony needs times to set other things up. To which I go, it's like, why didn't you set that up like beforehand?
Yeah, like applied more blue eyeshadow on. I mean, eye stuff on her left eye than her right.
Clearly, you should have like made sure that everything was going fine before you decided to swap a location entirely. Then.
Like last year, they were like 2 years ago, they were game after game after game, and now Microsoft did that, and now these guys are fucking cutting to commercial for some reason. What in fuck's name What is going on with them?
Ooh, that pixelation is destroying the screen.
Yeah.
Twitch is going better for me.
Oh god, what's the term for it? Particle effects overdrive or something like that. Particle effect maelstrom. It's like that was making the stream go at 1 frame a second.
Also, here's the thing. I seriously want to know what happens when Kratos meets Jesus. Like, honestly. Would that not be magical? No, Jesus.
Jesus.
Yes.
Oh god.
I wanted to see it happen. I want to see him punch him in the face. You're too peaceful!
What is this, like, lightsaber rhythm game? Beat Saber?
Yes. Yes.
It's actually really cool.
It seems like it'd be interesting, but it's like there's too many rhythm games, honestly.
Welcome back. We're just
You should see what somebody does. There's somebody who played
when I say a few minutes,
Through the Fire and the Flames.
No, all of the remix music from Persona Moon and Star.
The people are about ready to go. This show's about to continue.
Yeah, there's somebody on YouTube who played every single one of them.
Okay, so everybody went to a church just to watch a trailer for The Last of Us Part 2, and then everyone was moved to the actual auditorium that the conference is going.
Oh my god, it's fucking lagged out for everybody.
Yeah, they play that so much. A lot.
They do.
Yeah. The live stream has stopped for everyone. Holy shit.
That's had too much Tetris. They couldn't handle it.
I'm not gonna lie.
Everyone is spouting F in the chat.
I have to pay respects.
I'm not gonna lie. Like honestly, I would play Days Gone after a while.
I am actually annoyed now. They are not getting off on the right foot.
Get off my screen, Destiny 2. No one wants you.
Peter Dinklage, Peter Dinklage.
I feel sorry for him as an actor just to this game alone.
Has it stopped for both of you too?
We're in Destiny 2 right now.
Oh. It stopped on Twitch. But alright, time to go to YouTube, I guess.
Peter Dinklage.
Thank you for posting the link, Yuri.
Peter Dinklage, Peter
A little earlier.
Peter Dinklage.
Oh my god, it's the evil guys.
I've never even watched Game of Thrones, by the way.
Oh, we're gonna hear that, Yuri. We're gonna watch some tonight on Rabbit.
No.
Yes, boy. We will. Either today or tomorrow, but sometime we're gonna watch it because you need to be cured.
Cured? You need some old mappy boobs in your face with some dragons right now.
Hey, it also has some gay sex in there too. I mean, and they're both hot guys who do it, so.
Y'all need some flappy, flaccid dick right in your face.
That's what I'm talking about.
Just I think I have videos of that already on my computer. Nah, you need the premium.
And you need the dragons.
Forsaken is coming out September 4th on PS4.
And the ice zombies.
And the Lannisters need to send their regards.
Yeah, it looks really
and
good.
for some reason, a strange royal inbred family.
And guess what? If you're play it at our booth.
Not too bad.
Oh.
There's barely any time because we're about to get to the show.
Why are they doing interviews like this? This just murders the pace.
PlayStation's E3 show.
Yeah, it's just like.
Maybe that's what they're doing. They're like, hey, so we kind of whipped Xbox's ass so bad that I feel like we need to reel it back in and try to suck for them. That way they can.
Okay, but Microsoft had a good conference yesterday.
Yeah, it was actually pretty decent. I don't hate it now.
They fucking unveiled DMC5.
Okay, now they're having a guy play pan flute or whatever the hell that is.
And it's just like that's a weird thing where it's just like we had 15 minutes of The Last of Us and then a 15-minute break. It's like, I'm so sorry, everybody. We forgot that lesbians were gonna be on the screen. Yes, I can understand.
Okay,
all right.
So a man is playing a bamboo flute.
Hell yeah.
I don't hate it. I'm still annoyed though.
I don't hate this.
You play that wood flute, sir.
Is this for secular?
Is this Frog Fractions 5?
Is this the world's first bamboo flute rhythm game?
Is this The Last Guardian 2?
Is this Whistle Whistle Toot Toot Reloaded?
Blow, blow, revolution.
Me.
Yeah, it's only been half an hour and we've only seen one game.
Play through the fire and flames!
My God, I'm actually annoyed right now. Where are the focus
No, is this Wii Music too?
This is it, the Nintendo.
Well, they're setting their, at least they're not the last ones. That's gonna be Nintendo, and at least I guarantee that's gonna be good.
I like how Wii Music and the Skyward Sword technical issues effectively killed Nintendo's wanting to be live at a conference ever again.
Yeah.
I mean,
Vanessa Lee said it's got a journey feel to it.
I mean, then again, Microsoft is still there, and they kept showing the Kinect.
Yeah, they kept showing the Kinect, and they've also had, like, so many, like, missteps.
Okay, Mr. Blowy, I'm getting bored. Show something cool.
And let's not forget that they've had a man fornicating with a car last year.
Dancing? Are you really dancing on stage while blowing
Fornicating with a car.
Oh.
Because we gotta promote that Forza, so let's bring out a car that nobody in the audience can afford.
At least they didn't do that this year.
You see what you can do with this car.
Yeah, they just spent 8 minutes talking about the weather settings in the car game. That's much better.
Point in that. Where's the fucking game?
Here it is. I think.
Games per minute, Microsoft is winning. Like so far.
Honestly, EA's winning.
My God.
I may have not have liked some of the games they showed, but they showed more games in 30 minutes.
Well, no, Microsoft really kicked it. They showed some games.
Is this Shenmue?
Devolver only had 20 minutes, and they showed 5 games.
They were also more entertaining.
That too.
Is this Samurai Showdown?
Is it fucking Dynasty War?
Is this Bushido Blade 3?
Mongol Invasion, Day 9. Fuck. Is it Dark Souls but Samurai?
No, we're already getting that. It's called Shadows Never Die Twice or something.
And then there's another
Neo
one.
2.0?
Neo 2.
Well, no, Neo was in Japan. This is in China. No, wait. No, Neo was in Japan. This is China.
Yeah.
Is this Toishiden?
I'm not gonna lie. As soon as I heard Mongolian, I was immediately getting South Park flashbacks. So it's kind of.
Oh, hello, Mongolians.
It's kind of.
Hello, welcome to Shitty Walk. Take your order, please.
Gotta love South Park.
Oh shit.
Shitty Walk, take your order.
It looks pretty, if anything. A little cloudy, you know.
With a chance of meatballs.
Come.
Cloudy with a chance of death.
Is this Shadow of the Mongolossus?
What?
I mean, he called the horse similar to Wander. I wouldn't be too surprised if like a Colossus just started showing up.
Hopefully the horse is like actually good in this game. For some reason, most games that have horses are terrible.
I like Breath of the Wild's horse like controls.
I love that we went to the same example. Plus, you get Ganon horse.
The fucking giant horse is like a weird Easter egg for me.
I called it Ganon horse. I'm going to continue calling it Ganon horse or Ganon hoof. Either one.
It is technically like a breed of horse in Hyrule called the giant horse, though.
Evil clippity clop.
I mean, yeah, there's also a breed of horse in the world that's also fucking giant.
It's just not like it was seen with Ganon, but it's like it's not actually supposed to be like something that like the Gerudo created or anything like that.
Okay, games per minute, they've only shown 1.5 in 35 minutes.
Maybe it's gonna be a long stream. More long
I don't know, at most, like the longest one was 2 hours. The shortest one so far being Devolver and Square Enix, both being like 20 minutes.
What Square Enix released again?
Yeah, what was that Square Enix? All I heard was that there's a new Platinum game.
They showed 2 new games. Quiet guy, the quiet man, a deaf guy beats the shit out of people, and Dark Souls as made by Platinum.
Okay.
So what's Dark Souls as made by Platinum? Though?
It's called Babylon, Fall of Babylon, or Babylon's Fall, or something.
It's Babylon Fall.
Babylon Rising.
Oh, good, old lady with bow and arrow.
Okay, I'm liking this game so far from what I've seen.
It looks decent.
It's a little shiny for my opinion, but you know.
It's a lot of foliage going on right now.
You mean foliage?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
Torturing him at the temple.
It's a little shiny.
I don't think this is China.
No, it is. It said Mongol invasion, and that's China.
Yeah, but the
Okay.
names are Japanese and stuff, and that looks like Japanese armor.
This
Okay,
does
then
look like it's leading up to a Shinto shrine.
Okay, then I guess it's an alternate history. Then again, Mongols did invade Japan, but according to a history of Japan, they all died in a fucking typhoon. Twice.
Maybe the typhoon with the samurai.
I mean, that'd be a fucking great nickname, but I don't think so. Unless this is an alternate history where China took over Japan.
I want the mood to completely shift and like a ghost to come out of that shrine.
I mean, let's see what happens.
You then absorb it into your body and get ghost powers.
Like an RPG fighting game that out of nowhere becomes a comedy. I'm a spooky ghost. Spooky.
Are you talking about BlazBlue or something?
Blaze Blue.
That's what I meant.
Or as the Japanese Ragna's voice say, Blue Blue.
Well, there's no E. I always call it BlazBlue for some reason.
That like, yeah, but it's like it's supposed to be Blaze, even though there is no
Oh shit,
B.
Fire Buddha.
Fire Buddha.
Oh shit, you got that Batman stealth going on. Shit, are we playing Batman Samurai? Oh shit, he really is doing Batman stuff. What is it? God damn, I guess this is a Batman Samurai game. Stab a guy through. Again, this is like fucking Batman. Is it Ninja Batman the video game?
I didn't like the way that looked. The kills don't look that good.
They do look a bit jank. Something that'll be touched up, I guess.
They better be, because I won't be buying this thing at all if they aren't. If I want to murder somebody, I want to murder somebody who make it look good.
Did you graze that dude's eye with an arrow?
Stand aside,
God
Jin.
damn, that's gotta hurt.
You betrayed my family.
Oh shit, you gotta fight your teacher now.
Run! If we fight, Mongols win.
Oh, okay, she's giving up.
Already won.
Apparently, Robin's convinced that Sony's lost E3.
Yeah, it's been 40 minutes and they've only showed 1.5 games.
Yeah, I'm legitimately concerned. If things don't ramp up after this, it's like, did Sony lose like their momentum?
Like it feels like they've been punched in the gut and they're trying to ram back up, but and in reality they've been punched in the dick and they're crying on the floor.
Like somehow Microsoft announced more Japanese games than Sony has in the same amount of time.
Did they like oversaturate themselves in the last couple of years?
God of War was the last big thing to come out.
What in fuck's name is going on?
I legitimately like this like setting and like the lighting.
Yeah, it's good crap.
And like this is legitimately a cool scene, but it's like it's really going on for a long time.
And also it's been 40 minutes and we've had at least 20 minutes of intermission. And Twitch crashed, so that more people are probably pissed off now.
Also, who's firing now?
Yeah, fair enough. Well, how did that catch on fire? Oh, maybe Samurai Sparks. That makes sense. Okay, so is he offering to her to do the thing? Or,
Is this Xenocross? Or Clash? Whatever that samurai game for the PS1 was?
Okay, well, she's a good guy. Oh, it's that game. I forgot about that one. Sucker Punch.
Oh, right.
I completely forgot about that.
Same.
I mean, they haven't done any advertising.
We've only heard. We only saw it once.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah. I'm watching on YouTube now, so we're just even now.
I swear to God, if they go to another fucking intermission.
No, that banana's rocking out now.
Banana. Okay.
I'm.
My friend Pedro. Is this Little Big Planet 4 or something?
That guy looked like Buzz from PlayStation All Stars.
I like that. That's where you know him from.
I know he's from a game show game, but he's only had one game, and he's more famous from PlayStation All Stars.
Really? Okay.
Yes. No. You ever hear of anyone that plays Buzz?
I don't know, but then that's because I don't play game shows or anything like that, so I don't like.
Nobody plays game show games anymore.
No, that's not true. Jackbox.
That's not an actual game show.
Okay, but it's similar to game shows.
It was a game first.
It's game show-esque game.
Nobody's okay. What the fuck is that gun? Anyway. Is this? Okay.
Is this?
Okay, shit's going crazy.
Is this Parasite E4?
Oh no, it's that. Is this that Quantum game? Is this like a sequel to that Quantum game that had those live-action cutscenes?
That wouldn't make sense because that was an Xbox exclusive, wasn't it?
I know that make no sense. But she's got telekinesis and all those weird ass. Is there supposed to be no sound?
Yeah, there's only just like
drums.
Yeah, drums.
Yeah, see, look, okay, you got telekinesis. That's pretty cool. And you can fly. That's also cool. Okay, yeah, the powers here are looking great. You got aliens, telekinesis.
Is this Max Penny?
It's funny. And you can slow down time. Okay, nice name.
What was that shot?
That's
Control.
It's 3 games in 45 minutes.
Oh, 505 games.
Nice. What have they made?
God, I hate when I forget like something immediately.
I didn't even pay attention to that game, honestly.
They've made like 505's made some decent stuff from what I remember. Unless I'm confusing them for somebody else.
Are you playing as a rat?
Ratatouille?
Ratatouille. Spooky horror edition.
Oh shit, I know what this is.
505 games. They made Terraria, Payday 2, Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons, Portal Knights,
They published those.
Yeah,
games.
published it. Sniper Elite 3.
That's
is this a horror game where you play as a rat?
Yeah, I didn't play any of those games.
This is a horror game where you play as a rat.
They are also publishing Bloodstained and Indivisible. Yeah, I knew I heard of them from somewhere before.
What fuck's name is going on? Was that fuck? Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Not the Captain Crunch.
Yeah, dead rat, gross.
Was that Booberry?
Yes, I think that was. Oh, is this Resident Evil?
Yeah, that's a STARS uniform. That's also a zombie.
It's Resident Evil 2.
Really? That's kind of odd that we're showing it here.
It's Resident Evil 2. Young Leon, he's not hot anymore.
Says you.
He looks like a dork now.
He looks baby-faced.
Also, did that rat fucking did that zombie have a rat face?
Money's in my account.
I was just questioning if I saw that right.
So Capcom's doing good.
I mean, yeah.
I was concerned for a moment there. I thought we were back in the dark ages.
Now let's see. Is this okay? It's third person. Okay.
When did this game take? Yeah, I don't know.
Where's Ada? Where's Claire?
Well, there's Claire. There's Ada.
But we never meant for this to happen. Will you help me?
Oh, there's Sherry.
Can
Christ.
someone like turn down their mic? I can hear the future.
Christ, I am not looking forward to replaying this game with what happens to Sherry.
I am. I want to see some horrible shit happen.
Oh, good. Clickers.
For anybody who doesn't know what happened to Sherry in Resident Evil 2,
Play the game.
play the game, because I'm not saying that.
I mean, yeah, we're gonna have to. It's got just fucking announced. I'm not gonna play it. I don't play horror games.
Resident Evil.
I'm gonna watch Maximilian play. Did the crowd just go all?
January again?
Did the release date just go all because the release date was next year?
Oh my god, really, Mr. X? We're bringing the dude from Darkside Chronicles into the main game?
Wait, what? Can you post a picture of him?
I'm streaming now.
Ah, fine. I'll look him up.
We even had the same conversation when we played Streets of Rage, because there was a dude called Mr. X in there.
Oh.
So I told Oni that it was a rat horror game, and he's like, that sounds interesting. I was like, wait, never mind, it's Resi 2, and he's like, oh, what? And I said, yep. He said, okay, I just shit myself.
Oh, giant. Okay, giant.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Bathtub
Oh,
Guy.
fuck, Rick and Morty.
We're here at E3 to take some looks
Oh, God.
at this new game I'm about to
Oh boy, don't tell the Szechuan sauce guy or we might freak out again.
give it a look.
Is this like Squanch? Yeah, this is Squanch Tendo. Got Justin Roiland. Okay, I guess he's making his own 3D platformer.
Whoa, look at that. That's exciting footage I just saw. Oh, I'm playing it right now. Look at me. I'm a cool newcomer over here playing this cool game.
Nice.
This thing is fucking ugly.
Oh fuck, that man's got 4 eyes.
Jesus Christ! Oh my God! Somebody call 711 because that's the emergency dial number for this in this weird part of the galaxy. Because this is a sci-fi based
Okay,
thing.
that's created by Justin
Got
Roiland.
electrocuted.
Squanch Games. Yeah, that seems about right.
You didn't need to explain the joke for that long.
I don't care. Oh, you're talking to the game.
Yeah, I'm talking to, like, what Trover, I guess his name is.
I'm not gonna lie, the game looks ugly, so I'm not gonna buy it.
I am.
Kingdom Hearts again?
Yeah, of course.
They're
It's
bringing back pirates? Oh god, Pirates of the Caribbean again?
Why
Oh
not?
god.
I thought that, like, franchise died.
In this edition,
Say?
Sora fucks.
Oh
fucks Shaq.
good, they're going to the afterlife.
They're on the River Styx?
No, they're in pirate hell.
Oh
where
god,
you
isn't this
stand.
the At World's End thing with them flying on a ship?
Yes, this is Pirates of the Caribbean 3.
Yeah, with them in the middle of the desert for some reason.
And a bunch of crabs, yes.
Also, okay.
Oh god, ship combat! Are you fucking
These
serious?
visuals with this, like, it looked jarring before in Kingdom Hearts 2. It
Now
looks even
everyone's-
more concerning now.
And now Sora's got an actual realistic outfit on. so
God
that's
forbid
something.
God dang Tron ends up in here.
I'm just surprised this actually is in the game.
When is Winnie the Pooh gonna come back?
I don't know. I hope. I guess. Oh hey, it's him.
To him.
Look at that realistic Donald Duck feathers. That's fucking weird.
Surprising, isn't it? Jack, don't you give this creep the time of day.
Goofy looks angry in every single shot of this game.
God, look at him. Fucking realistic. And back to cartoons.
For a box.
Oh god, what's his name? He's the dude obsessed with cards.
Fuck if I know.
That was just the Ice Titan.
Yeah.
Remember him?
I'm surprised there's as many worlds as there is. I'm surprised.
Yeah, I thought for a
fucking
I thought that they said there was gonna be like a small amount of worlds, but there was gonna be more to do in them. Right now we have like 9 confirmed, I think.
And how many was there in 2?
Like 14.
Oh Jesus.
Because remember you gotta also count Tron and Winnie the Pooh, which were both in one world. So technically there were 3 worlds in one.
Damn.
And then that's also counting the final area, which is like the world that never was, so.
Okay, how many Xehanort clones are there left?
There's only
Oh,
the
Kyrie got a haircut.
there's only the one left, like Xehanort that's coming from the past to the future.
Cut your hair too.
So there's just one more. Okay.
There's
two
just the
Ricos.
there's just the last Xehanort, but apparently like his influence is enough to bring back like shades of like previous incarnations of him. So that's why that's why Xehanort and Ansem are just there.
I'm surprised Pirates of the Caribbean is back. There's 2 Ricos now. Kyrie got a haircut.
It's 2 Rikus because they brought the clone back from
Data Riku.
No, I don't think it's Data
Kingdom
Riku.
Hearts 1.5 remix, 2.5 remix,
That's why you have to play Recoded.
and 2.8 final chapter prologue. Oh god, my mouth hurts.
I don't think it's recoded. I think it's
All in one package, only on PS4.
bro. So, how many worlds do you think are left?
Ha, losers who thought there was going to be a 2.9. You thought.
I'd say 2 more.
Okay, guys. How many more worlds do you think are left? And Death Stranding.
Either one or 2.
Oh god, baby ass.
I'd say 2 more. 1 for the beginning world and 1 for the ending world.
You know what? I did not need to see baby ass.
Oh yeah, another thumbs up from Mr. Norman Fetus.
Yes, but first he mooned us.
He's like, hey, what's up? Look at my ass.
Say, if you stare at this too long, that makes you a pedophile. Don't stare into the abyss, it might stare back in the form of the cops.
Haha.
You have dooms like me.
Is this a game yet, Kojima?
Well, maybe. But also, Norman Reedus is actually talking now, and he sounds like fucking steak.
He talked in the last one.
He's talking more now. He sounds like David Hayter. Why is he sounding like David Hayter?
Apparently, you just need to be gruff to sound like David Hayter.
So, Robin is freaking the fuck out once he found out that there's going to be pirates in Kingdom Hearts. He keeps on screaming pirates in chat.
Hey, this is gameplay.
Is Volt like flipping?
Guys,
I think they might be fan freaking inside for roleplay server.
Guys, this is the actual gameplay.
I'm not seeing a UI yet, so.
Yes, but you can see them walking around kind of jankily.
Jittery.
Taking a little tiny directions, you know. See, look, he's doing directions. See the.
Look at that, he's doing it, he's walking.
Okay.
And he's
So it's a third-person game, but what do you do?
You climb, walk, and I think you shoot.
Okay, half of those things I could do in Breath of the Wild. You're gonna have to give me more here, Kojima.
Yuri, don't you know you strand death?
You yes.
That's all you do, you strand.
You are stranded by death.
Yep.
Okay, that person's carrying a dead body.
Video games.
Do you know? Hey everybody, this is what the moss that Kojima tweeted was.
It's grass. Also, holy fuck, the environments look great.
Looks pretty, yeah. I'd fuck that grass.
Yeah.
Just take a large clump of it, put it on the right spot.
Oh, mossy.
Alright, let's see. Oh, there goes the shit. Okay, you get to walk. Wow, he is carrying a lot of stuff.
He's a big, strong man.
Oh, and
so far, I am just seeing a walking simulator.
Well, walking, like climbing.
A walking simulator while you were carrying a lot of stuff.
Oh god. Oh god, I don't want to see that foot. I did not want to see that.
Don't you like
that's
walking,
disgusting.
Yuri?
That's a disgusting foot.
Ah,
hey, there's a gun.
I hate when nails get ripped off.
That's disgusting, yeah.
I've had to do that before.
That's that fucking scene in Higurashi is like the worst.
Anyways, now he has a gun. That's good. Apparently you can give Norman Reedus a haircut.
Give your hand in life.
Oh god, he's getting a sunburn.
Yeah, I had to rip off my thumbnail.
Oh god, what the hell is happening to his skin?
He's giving his hand to life.
The throw baby is taking over.
Oh god, it is.
Exterminate!
Or maybe the invisible monsters cause sunburns.
Maybe.
So that's the sign that they're coming. You get a sunburn.
You a toasty boy.
You get a sunburn and plant life starts to grow.
Yep, and you get lots of oil.
Okay, who's that? I can't tell who that is. She's spiky right now.
Fragile. The woman is fragile.
What?
On her jacket it said fragile.
She's wearing a fucking biker jacket.
And she has spiky oil goo on her.
No, I think that was just part of her leather jacket. I can't tell who that is. She looks familiar though.
So is the oil goo like monster jizz, or is it like just their like secretion, or what?
Secretions? Fuck if I know.
It's oil.
Oil, sure, yeah, pollution.
Or mud.
It's probably oil.
It's just invisible robots releasing their oil cummies.
Fart gas.
I did not need to hear that. Give me your hand in death, okay?
Don't tell me what to do. Just jump off the bridge on your own.
That is the fucking weirdest umbrella I've ever seen.
I haven't seen the umbrella yet. What's it look like?
That doesn't even look like it would function as an umbrella.
Oh, maybe that's not an umbrella. Maybe that's more. Maybe that's like this. Oh, it is an umbrella. What?
Or a solar panel.
I thought maybe it was one of that sensor thing that you saw in the first cutscene like a while ago.
No.
Okay, give me your hand in flesh. That's gross.
Here's the flesh, which represents the body of Christ. And here is the oil, which represents... I don't know, man.
I mean, Norman Reedus looks like a Jesus.
He looks like a Jesus?
Yeah. Don't you know there's multiple?
Is Jesus like the Avatar?
Hell yeah.
Every single time he's put up on a...
Oh shit, the baby!
He's put up on a cross and given like 7 days. He comes back as new Jesus.
Yep.
He just shoved the baby in himself now.
Why are the babies being used as like animal batteries in terms of like...
You know what? I think babies just detect where the oil monsters are.
Like Dr. Eggman-esque stuff.
Did he just shove it in his ass?
Oh god. Oil people.
Clap, 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 clap.
I think the baby just winked.
Yes, it did.
They're all being stranded by death.
I guess? Maybe they're souls. I can't tell.
I want to poke them.
Is this just like a walking game where it's like you can't do anything because if you do, then the oil people will come and like attack you?
I hope not.
I mean, that one guy did he did pull out a gun at least once.
Okay, but I have not seen anyone fire anything. I have not seen anything remotely exciting. I have not seen I have not seen anything relatively video gamey in this video game currently.
Like, I know that Kojima always wanted to be a film director instead of a game developer. Like, that was his thing. But I hope it's not.
Into the oil with you, I guess.
Into the further you go.
That was still fucking weird, but I'm still gonna buy it.
At least it's a game now, but it's like...
Oh god!
I mean, I want even, like, there's even less than
Why are you eating that tardigrade?
It probably won't even be out till 2020. I wouldn't doubt it.
That was disgusting. Laissez do.
Thank you,
And
Kojima. That was needed.
Lindsay Wagner. Okay.
Still don't know who I
Nummy
am, do
nummy.
you?
Who are you?
Okay.
Hello,
I don't
business
know.
suit woman.
I don't know who she is, but okay. Hand in spirit.
Hillary Duff! Hand in life, death, flesh, spirit. It is Jesus, or Messiah.
I got fucking nothing, man. That was
That was
oh,
that somehow is even less than what we got before.
I mean, what we got before was...
Because at least we had like something that looked vaguely interesting beforehand.
Is this Neo?
You have to remember, like, Kojima, like, he is obsessed with mind-fucking people. And
okay, but like, there's only. Okay, but like, at some point in time, you are making a game.
Yeah, and here's what I'm going to say next. Like, he never wanted to be a game developer. He never wanted to be. He wanted to be a movie director. So that might be the reason why he's...
and his movies ended up being too long, so he went indie games. That man is turning into a demon. Holy fuck.
Maybe that's the reason why...
I was right. I was right. It was Neo 2.
Oh. Why? Okay. Honestly, the game looked like, oh god, what's that samurai-influenced, like, Monster Hunter clone?
There's a lot of them.
Neo?
No, like Toikiden? It's something on Vita. Yeah, Toikiden Kiwami.
In any case, you can. It looks like you can become a demon now.
Pause. I'm already a demon. When the fuck is Dreams coming out?
I want another Clock Tower game.
It's like the next thing that like Media Molecule, the people who make like Little Big Planet, are making.
Spider-Man, I think.
But it's like that. They announced Dreams like 5 years ago, and they've only just been teasing it.
Guys, Spider-Man.
Yes, I understand. It's like I haven't seen footage yet, so.
Fight fucking Electro.
But in my experience, when it looks bad, it's usually
at least he doesn't look dumb.
Is that possible? Also, I just noticed that he has like the standard like sun like visual to represent like a Spidey sense.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got the classic look now. Classic Spider Sense look now.
Peter, how'd you do that in a second?
You okay?
Oh, good. Prisoner time.
I don't even remember how Electro normally looks.
He's got a big dumb mask. I'll post an image.
But it's like this one's just old man with powers.
No, he's got no. Now here's the thing. He's got burn marks in the shape of his old mask.
Okay.
That's just fucking weird. But I'll
Isn't Electro usually blue? Why is he yellow this time?
Who knows?
Cause electricity is yellow. That's the only thing I can think of.
He was blue usually.
Because Pikachu used.
No, that's the ultimate version.
Ooh, that's a cool looking move.
That's his
Ooh, Rhino.
Wait, fuck, it is? Oh, yes he is. He is Russian.
I'm not surprised that he's in a massive holding cell.
Yeah.
What is he talking about?
Oh, Scorpion.
There's only one detainee that could never hold that no cell could ever hold.
Rhino looks a little bit like the Nintendo 64 version. Seriously.
Oh, please tell me Green Goblin's showing up.
We need the best villain, Mysterio.
Oh, he's probably going to.
Which Doc Ock would appear then?
Electro, Rhino, and Scorpion. Oh, the terrible three. That's pretty good. I like that. The combat's looking fucking slick.
Yeah.
In some ways, it just looks like the Batman game, honestly.
But better. And more Spider-Man.
And more zany and funny and kooky.
Yes.
It's like there's more leeway they can have since Spider-Man is not a bulky old man.
Yeah. Yeah.
That his only superpower is being rich.
So this is what happens when a good developer makes a game.
Yeah, after the years of mediocre Spider-Man games.
I like Shattered Dimensions.
You're wrong.
I don't know what Shattered Dimensions is, so...
It's all the Spider-Man all the time.
I would assume that, considering,
Vulture,
like...
hello.
Vulture! But weren't you in Homecoming?
Yes, but he's the new version that's... He's the version of this game that's based on the regular one, where he's even more old.
I like
Yay, Grandpa.
I like the weird, like, Reebok shoes that he has built into his suit.
I mean, they probably have good support. I don't know.
Sponsored by Reebok.
It must be the shoes.
That's what gives you the web-slinging powers. Yep, totally.
I can't even think of any Spider-Man villains off the top of my head. It's been years since I've done anything related to Spider-Man.
Yeah, the only Spider-Man game I ever played was the 64 edition.
I played the original, like, one based off of the movie.
I also played that.
And then I watched, like, all 3 movies. So the only other people I could think of is Venom and Doc Ock and Carnage.
Yeah,
and maybe Sandman, but Sandman would probably be too much for this. Also, he's more sympathetic than, like, a legitimate villain.
It looks like Electro's doing pretty well against Spider-Man right now. I think Sandman would do something similar, but more, you know...
Also, I am just thinking about the fact, it's like, what was, like, the Mr. Negative dude that we saw the last time around?
Maybe he's, like, the beginning of
the samurai dude?
Yeah, is every mission just going to be a villain of the week, literally?
I mean, maybe. I mean, that's what it was in the original Spider-Man PS1 game. Oh, good, you fight all fucking 4 of them at once.
Good, that's what works.
So what's that? The villains did something smart?
And there's Mr. Negative. I guess he's the arc villain.
The arc villain.
You know, the villain of the game, and everyone else here is just...
Okay, now the name makes sense because he actually is negative, as opposed to before where he was just like... It's like, I have an aura in my hands.
And I have a sword.
And I have light, and I have, like, glowing eyes.
I mean, he turned negative at the end of one of the trailers.
It didn't even look like a sword, it looked like a baton. It looked like the things that the Turks use in Final Fantasy VII.
You know, it'd be great if you actually, like, fucking...
Could play any of this?
Yeah.
At least give me, like, a goddamn QuickTime cinematic. At least make it seem like I'm playing the game.
Oh wait, he's literally fighting the Sinister Six, except there's 5 of them.
So we're missing Carnage?
No, he's more like he's missing Doc Ock, or Green Goblin.
Or Venom.
Shock.
I think Green Goblin would be New Goblin at this point.
Oh god, he said, oh god, it's you at the end. It's gotta be fucking Green Goblin now.
So, Willem Dafoe reprising his role.
One could hope. Let's hope David Cage didn't scare him off from video games forever.
Christ. I feel bad for that man. At least he got paid. That's the only good thing that happened out of him being stuck in that.
I wonder if he wanted to die a little bit after being in the death.
I think everybody, including Ellen, like, just wanted to die. I know for a fact we're not about to end things off now.
So we're getting better. It's more Last of Us stuff. Oh, no, never mind. It's just a review.
Yeah, no, we're doing a sizzle reel, so I'm just like, I know for a fact we're not just like... We're done after an hour.
It made it a little bit better when they added all these games, but they were doing it pretty quick.
But like, and like 15 minutes of that hour was not even games.
No, the first half hour wasn't even games.
No, the first 15 was Last of Us, and the other 15 was an interview.
That we didn't want. No, not another interview.
Are you butt fucking kidding me?
That was the PlayStation E3 showcase. A lot to take in. There was a ton of great.
What do you mean a lot to take in? There was less than at Microsoft's.
Of Marvel Spider-Man right
there
here.
Was like 6.
We have a new game to announce. We have some other stuff to talk about too.
The only hype that I got from that was the Kingdom Hearts 3 bit.
How did Microsoft out Japan Sony?
Absolutely incredible.
That is the best comment I've gotten all day. How could Microsoft out Japan Sony?
I'm ready. Sucker punch. Thank you.
All right.
Is that guy?
Well, guess we're done here.
Is that it?
They said that was the E3 conference of Sony.
Alright, all I need to say is this. The one thing that should be taken from any of this is Pirates of the Caribbean is coming in Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah, I guess that's a positive, but it's like... Let's think about this for a second. Last of Us 2, the Sucker Punch Samurai game, Spider-Man...
There's Neo 2.
Neo 2, Kingdom Hearts again, but this time we showed off some more stuff. And I don't even remember what the last one was.
I think it was Destiny 2.
Oh right, Destiny. So,
Call of Duty 4.
And yeah, Call of Duty, whatever. Who cares? So 7 things they showed off in the span of an hour, and 15 of those minutes were faffing about.
And watch, tomorrow Nintendo's gonna show off like 80 things within 45 minutes.
I think 80 would be. I think 80's overdoing it, but yes, Nintendo's definitely going to show off more stuff because they have like pre-recorded stuff, so they don't have to worry about spending 15 minutes to set up a conference.
With the beginning part being in a church for no reason.
Okay.
No, that
I'm
was
just like
because of the Last of Us bit.
It didn't need to be in a church.
Lesbians of Us too.
Lesbians of Us too. Where did Joel go? He showed up once in the announcement trailer and then never again.
He's
I
old.
have no idea.
No, because it's Lesbians of Us now. Lesbians of Us. We don't need those men. It's only women now.
To be fair, I didn't like Joel, but yeah, fair enough, I guess.
That's because Joel's an asshole and you're supposed to feel
I'm not gonna lie. I would totally ride Daddy Joel. Just saying. He's hot.
If by ride you mean ride his carcass down a hill into a cactus field, sure.
Sure.
Wait a second, what's
go with
going on
that.
here? Japan Studio?
Oh, is there more games?
Alright, is there? From Software? We're just showing that again?
Oh, Bloodborne 2.
Bloodborne 2.
Bloodborne 8.
Excited.
And Knuckles.
You're going to be
Maybe Bloodborne 2.
Should die twice, please.
Shadows die 3 times.
Maybe not Bloodborne 2. I see real animals. Shenmue?
Nobody can see what you're up to.
It would be Sega, not From Software.
You never know.
Yes, I do. Also, it's not even Sega because they don't even care about the game. The dude who made Shenmue and his team are working on it. Pretty much the only reason why Sega's name's on it is because they own the IP. They're not even helping with developing.
They just slap their logo on at the end and say, bam, you can publish it.
If anything, Sony's doing more because they're helping with the funding of it.
At least the only good thing
Cooking the game.
Cooking the
right
game.
now is they porting the games to PC.
Layers of Fear 3.
Oh god, no.
Esposito Soul. Like the
Dark Souls Painter Edition.
Crossing Souls 2.
Minecraft 8. Okay, who came up with that? I did that flower just suddenly not die.
You mean come back to life?
It had enough humanity.
Why did it suddenly not die?
Dare scene? Decine.
Okay, Decine, that's From Software's new title coming to PlayStation VR. Quite a departure. Very
VR.
Still don't know about how it actually plays yet, but certainly a compelling debut, I would say. And speaking of compelling, let's get to that Spider-Man. It is time.
We have some folks from Insomniac.
We sure do.
Brian,
Now we got
yeah,
people
hey,
from
Brian.
Insomniac.
It's so great to have you here. I just have to say, first of all, thank you guys for giving us your time.
Of course. Yeah, of course. Happy to be here.
And also, congratulations, kind of closing out some of the show there with Marvel Spider-Man. How does it feel?
So yeah, they said closing out the show. So I guess besides that, we are, for lack of a better word, done here.
That was
content.
And the next
the
question.
only good games I cared about were Kingdom Hearts, Spider-Man, and that's about it.
I agree with this man.
I want to focus about the Ghost of Tsushima and Neo 2.
I'm just like, I'm fine with like all the games that were shown off. It's just the fact that like the pacing was so poor this time around. Like Sony really dropped the ball this year.
What ball?
the proverbial ball.
What ball?
The proverbial ball, the one that doesn't exist, but I'm gonna say it because the phrasing sounds right.
Oh, and Death Stranding 2.
I'm still don't know what to think about that because it's still not really a game.
I mean, he showed you walking.
Yeah, it showed me walking. I guess that qualifies as a game nowadays.
I mean, according to some people, yes.
Christ. Okay. So that does it for day 3 of E3, otherwise known as Low Effort Content Week.
Not just for you, also for Sony.
So, yeah, I think that was legitimately the most disappointing. Honestly.
Like, there was no, tally up the games. How many was that? Like 6?
That was, like,
9.
Like 8, thanks to that that VR, like, From Software thing.
I think it was 9 all included.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's less games per minute than Devolver.
Yep.
Christ.
And they only had 20 minutes, and they showed 4 games.
And one of them was Metal Wolf Chaos.
XD.
From Mech America Great Again. But yeah, so join me tomorrow for the final day of Low Effort Content Week, where we will look at Nintendo.
Where they win.
Where
they win. We're gonna switch things up.
Where everybody will say that they won because Smash Brothers got shown off, and I'll just go. I very want to see the other games though.
I haven't more detail for Octopath.
Well, we saw apparently there was Octopath stuff at the Square conference.
There was.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah, so it's just like, like the game's coming out in like a month. We know we want it. we've already seen all the characters now. There's nothing really else they can show us besides like story stuff, and I don't want plot spoilers. But yeah, so join us tomorrow at noon. We'll watch Nintendo together, and that'll be an end to Low Effort Content Week. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Oh God.
See you guys tomorrow.
Guys, I just realized.
Be safe out there.
Wait, guys, hold on. I just realized they didn't show Spyro.
Damn.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Sony, what the fuck is wrong with you? Oh God. See you guys.
They show nothing.
See you guys tomorrow when things hopefully make more sense.
What if Spyro shows up in Nintendo?
My body is ready. That'll just prove Nintendo has superiority.
Yeah. Okay, bye.